hate puppies.
It's a good podcast.
I feel threatened. We are off to a good start there, Troy. What'd you think?
We are killing it, dude.
What'd you think of that?
I mean, we're doing first over here.
What's going on, Oh, let me go ahead and just narrow that down. Yeah, today's not going to be for people who love production value.
Yeah, this is
a bad feeling about that.
We're grasping for straws already.
It's been an interesting, interesting morning. We came in here and nothing worked.
Nothing's working. First we couldn't find the soundboard. Then we found it. Then it's not working. So then we're doing a little. What's the word I'm looking for here?
I don't know. I was fiddling with buttons. This is not our best start.
A little workaround, I guess, where we're...
I liked it, though. That was pretty smart of you, man. I like that. You pulled it together. This is what happens when you try to record on a Sunday morning after a long weekend.
Yes.
The good thing is, though, that your voice gets very, very radio appropriate.
And I got a pretty sweet cough right now, so I got that going for me.
Are you feeling like death?
Oh, yeah.
We haven't really talked outside of like yelling at each other for the last 15 minutes as we slowly pull this thing together.
We're running late somehow. Oh, here comes the big guy walking in. So he's not you're about 2 minutes late to the party. So welcome. The party just started.
There we
Well,
go.
now it's officially started.
Ely's in the house. I'm sure your voice is probably similar to ours. Really good for radio at the moment. Yeah.
Oh, turn his mic on. That'll help.
Oh yeah, that would. This today is production errors, say the least.
Cool,
but glad to be here.
We probably deserve it.
Yeah, it's been an interesting morning already, but here we are. I hope everybody has had a good week. This is the episode that will be coming out on Thanksgiving, so it is on. We should probably release it a little early in the morning so that people can ride with their kids and hear us drop F-bombs on the way to Grandma's house.
Eat cranberries.
Yes, get them
mashed taters.
Are y'all going out of town?
I'm hosting, man.
Nice.
I love hosting. We've done this the last few years, and
it's my favorite.
It's the best.
Just because I hate driving.
Can't stand it.
It's the worst.
I would much rather have all the stress of everybody coming to me, the wife screaming, the house is a mess, we got to do this, you got to fix the fence before Thursday. I'm like, yeah, cool, let's do this. I'm not going anywhere.
Right.
Because I want to be able to sit back and drink a few beers, watch the Bears game.
We all agree, I think Thanksgiving is one of our favorites, right? Like, I think it's underappreciated, and it's one of my all-time favorites. And it actually pisses me off more and more. Each year it's worse and worse, where, like, Halloween starts August 24th, and then it's November 1st, we're straight to Christmas. Like, really?
Yeah.
I mean, Thanksgiving gets zero love.
There's the two best holidays are 4th of July and Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
you
brought out 4th of
I think
July.
I like Christmas better than both of them.
But I don't like having to give the gifts and the stress of giving the gifts and then going through oh my God, this is the exact pound purry I always wanted.
To me, like the nostalgia of Christmas.
Yes, I love it. It's just there's
all of that.
There's a different stress though to it with gift giving
gifts
and all that.
I'm the absolute
I am
worst.
the worst. I give
Hands
the worst
down.
gifts.
I like holidays that just involve eating. And Thanksgiving is that. And then 4th of July is eating, drinking, and blowing things up.
Yeah.
And there's something about America, too.
Yeah.
Which is like icing on the cake.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere. We're last second we're hosting, but we're kind of cheating. We go over to my aunt and uncle's every year early on and have lunch there. And then we'll come back and host at our house. My in-laws were going to host, but they just moved and they're not fully into their house yet. And I think we're ordering a bunch of food.
I was going to say, we have a friend of ours.
DoorDash Thanksgiving?
We have a friend of ours who was at the party last night who says they've gone to Cracker Barrel for the past, 8 years.
Yeah, like physically gone.
And they love it?
Yeah,
physically. The whole 20 of them go.
Yeah.
And they love it.
No way. Does Cracker Barrel? I'm sure they do.
They do a
full
kick-ass Thanksgiving. My family did it one year. I wasn't
really?
there. Yeah, my family did it. I wasn't there.
They stepped it up. Troy's not coming?
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is the best, man.
Let's treat ourselves.
Troy
right.
Free Turkey Day.
Yeah.
Game on.
TFTD.
That's right. The gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
I love that your family celebrated.
Yeah, they did.
Hard. Mimosas, everybody. Do they even have booze at Cracker Barrel?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
think they do.
I've never had a drink at a Cracker Barrel
Me
now that
either.
I think about it.
Me either, but I'm never there at night. I feel like
Yeah.
it's a lunch or breakfast spot. I don't go there for dinners a lot.
I only go there for dinner. Or maybe breakfast sometime. No, I've only been there in the evening in the last at least couple of years.
I was once in a Cracker Barrel. I was anytime I start my stories with this is bad. So I was unemployed, and I was doing some work with a buddy just to make a little extra money. We were building a gazebo at like a retirement community, and we're doing this, and like we're both like, dude, we gotta take a crap. Like we gotta get out of here. And you don't want to go in the retirement home, so like we rode down
Right on
the road.
floor.
Where it's even worse.
Yeah, exactly.
Get in line. we just grab our pants here.
Exactly. Someone forgot their diapers.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
No one's used that restroom in 5 years.
You must be new here.
And it's the guy who's building the gazebo.
Yeah.
Well, we ran up to a Cracker Barrel to. We figured that's the cleanest bathroom
For
in
sure.
the area, you know, because they don't serve booze.
All
So
their patrons have diapers on.
that's exactly right. Yeah, the booths.
Yeah.
But so we roll up there, and he gets a call. Like we're sitting, I'm sidecar and it's stalled next to him,
Yeah.
and we're both just
Co-pilot?
blowing it up. And all of a sudden, his phone rings, and he answers, which I was like,
With the death echo.
yeah, the death echo in the.
Hello? No, I'm fine. I'm working right now.
Yeah,
I'm in the middle of a football field. What?
Yeah, exactly.
so
Are you in the upside down?
Stranger Things reference, nice.
Yeah.
So he takes this call, and it's so quiet and echoey in there that I can hear the other person perfectly from
Yeah.
the other stall. And it's his wife, and she's like, "Are you alone?" And he's like, "Yes." And I'm like, "No."
No, you're like, this is going to be good.
Yeah. And so I'm like holding it, like, all right, let's get through this.
Yeah.
And she's like, "I'm late." And he's like, "What do you mean you're late?" And then they started going. And then she's like, "Yeah, I'm late. We're pregnant. I just took like 3 tests." And he's finding out on the shitter in a Cracker Barrel that he's going to be a dad. And I'm like, I'm not supposed to know this. Like,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to talk about this shit.
Yeah.
Is it so echoey that he knows that you can hear?
I don't know what he knows at this point.
Yeah.
So, like,
Speaking as someone who's deaf and uses the phone in public a lot, like, I don't know. I can't hardly hear my phone when it's against my ear.
Yeah.
And I'll get off the phone and I'll start talking to the wife, and she'll be like, I heard all that. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Good. I'm going to need a recap in like 10 minutes.
Yeah. When he said such and such, I didn't catch all that.
Thank God.
Yeah. Glad someone was listening.
what was his PIN number again? So, I don't know if he just assumed that I couldn't hear, or he obviously didn't know he was about to get life-changing information
Yeah.
on the shitter at a Cracker Barrel.
He was like,
Who doesn't?
pick up.
Yeah. It's like, I need to go get some good news. I'm going to go wait in the stall for a phone to ring.
Yeah.
And so we walked out.
He's
and I was
expecting
just,
grab some milk and eggs on the way home, not a
Yeah.
bundle of
I need
diapers.
some Tostitos.
so he's like, okay, well, this is exciting. We'll talk about this soon. Okay, you know. And
Oh yeah, because he can't like show his exuberance as
Wait
he's.
till I get home.
what kind of reaction is that? It is bad timing.
You sound like you're having a problem with this.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't sound like you're happy to hear this news.
I'm going through a birth right now.
Right.
Yeah, it's so ironic. I'm doing a water birth as we speak.
Exactly.
I'm here with a wet nurse. We're going to get through it. She's holding my hand. I'm the wet nurse under, under the door.
And it wasn't a hand.
Right.
Yeah, he feels so safe now. But yeah, so we walked out, and I'm just like, we're washing our hands, and I'm like, so how are things? And he's like, good. Why?
Oh,
And I'm like,
snap.
so you're pregnant? And he's like, oh man. I'm like, I know, dude. What can I do? I was sitting there taking a deuce. I was like, congrats. I was like, I won't tell anybody. He's like, please don't. He's like, I haven't even wrapped my head around this yet.
Yeah.
Like, it's all good. Let's go back to the retirement home and build this gazebo. But it made for an interesting deuce.
I'm sure. We've talked about this before, but the hilarity that's in airport bathrooms is because everyone is sprinting off of the plane and they race in there to do battle turds.
And since it's not their house, they give zero fucks.
Right.
They're just
And
like, I'm going to destroy this place.
It is lined up with, dress shoes and bunched up pants, destroying it. Nobody gives a
rolling suitcases.
Exactly.
Dude, I walked in the airport in Rome. It was one of those, like, everybody goes flying to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I walked in, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. This bathroom was like the Ritz-Carlton. Like, the airport itself was average. I felt like I was in like a bus station. I walked in. They had living walls, like
nice.
all the plants up the walls. Everything was
They were
like,
thriving, I'm sure.
Yeah. Everything was high-tech and crazy. Like, the sensors worked.
Yeah.
When you went over. Like, it was the nicest bathroom I've ever been in. And I just stopped and just stared for a little while like, wow, Italy's going to be all right. And then I found out it's not. It's not like that everywhere. But that if you ever get a chance to go to the, I don't know, Flamingo or whatever the hell it is.
So you left some skid marks and we're on your way.
I Americanized that bathroom with the quickness and then went about my trip.
Much better.
Now it feels like a Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, but
I've never been on a overseas flight, but I would assume, depending on, what time you leave and all, you get a couple cups of coffee and you're like, all right,
Because I have never shit on an airplane.
Never?
Never.
Oh, I've done it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it's not by choice.
I mean, I've been on some
no
long
one
flights,
holds
though.
it to get on the flight.
Yeah.
I was like, this is going to be awesome.
Right.
I like crapping with my knees
Oh, there's
up
people
against
out
my
there
face.
that do. I guarantee you. You
Yeah,
got some
there's
weird
definitely,
shit
yeah.
fetish.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their kink. I guess
Yeah.
some people just... Yeah.
I do know some people that like want to just shit in as many places as possible. Like they want to leave their mark.
I get
I
it.
see what you
get
did there.
Man, this episode went downhill fast, didn't it? My God.
I feel like it's gaining steam.
See what you did there?
Yeah.
Gaining
He's on
steam.
fire.
Yeah.
Well, it started pretty low, so we can't really go any lower. It's got to go
true.
up from there.
Yeah.
Sure enough.
I mean, what happened about 2 minutes in?
Just this... The soundboard hasn't been working. Nothing worked, so we ended up just plugging in his phone and using another episode to... We've been cutting corners.
Gotcha.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. None of the stuff was working right. We were like, this is broken.
Or I showed up, but whatever.
Yeah, that's when it got really good.
You saved us. Thank God. But, no, yeah, we're hosting this year.
Not
and
enough
I'm
poop talk? Here I am.
Hey, Pink Guy's
Good
here.
news.
Yeah.
So we're hosting this year, and we do this thing now that has changed Thanksgiving for us dramatically that I love. We do a wine tasting early in the day. And so
That's really cool.
everybody brings like a couple bottles of wine, and then we come out here and we set them up, and everybody just takes little samples, and everyone talks about their wine. It's like
So you don't like crown a winner and someone gets a prize?
well, it's kind of the impromptu, like that was the best one, great choice, and then
Yeah.
everyone's excited. We haven't instituted the prize. I don't see why we couldn't. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
But it's been really good because
Extra gravy.
it gives it gives
First
everybody.
dibs on everything.
Yeah. John, you get your second scoop.
That's right.
You don't have to say grace. Dodged a bullet. Yeah. I handed
She
that.
died years ago.
Grace. But it's been awesome because it like gives everyone just a
Everybody's lubed
little buzz at like noon.
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right, let's let the day be what it is. And it's been pretty sweet. I would recommend it if you're hosting this year. Do a little.
Got
tasting.
some big football games. Skins play the Cowboys on Turkey Day this year.
Nice.
As the #1 sports podcast in Richmond,
That's
we should
right.
probably
We know.
cover off on
Yeah,
the games.
Exactly.
Very exciting stuff.
So pumped.
People were coming up to us at the last mustache check-in and making that joke. So I think the inside joke
yeah.
has gotten out.
For sure.
Because they were like, I got introduced by one guy to someone else, and he's like, he hosts a podcast. It's actually the #1 sports podcast in Richmond. And the guy's like, oh my gosh, that's really cool. And so like he played the inside joke on the dude he was introducing me to. And
Yeah.
I was like, fair enough, we'll
The guy
go with
thinks
it.
you're a sports wizard.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Someone brought it up. I was at a party yesterday, and they were like, well, you're the #1 sports podcast in Richmond. They asked me some sports question.
I was going to say, it's going to bite you in the ass at some
For
point.
sure.
I had no idea.
Joe Montana.
They had made a joke about Georgia football, comparing it to another foot, and I was like, nothing. I got nothing on
Yeah,
this.
somebody's
Like,
going to be
Oh, wait
coming
a
at
minute.
you.
I was there with you.
what was I didn't know what to
No,
say.
was that last night?
Yeah, it's what I'm saying at
no,
a party.
Somebody
last night.
did that at the at midnight, a joke about Georgia and Alabama football. Or no,
And I just didn't know the.
and I was like,
yeah, I know nothing. like uh-oh.
I mean, wait, we should probably clarify because we come off as sports tards now. We're not sports tards. We
No.
just don't talk about it
We're
on the
just
air.
not
Yeah.
in-depth hardcore
Yeah, yeah,
sports
yeah.
podcast, which for some reason Richmond.com put us at the top of the heap.
Yeah,
for-
somebody's going to be like, what do you think of the Canadian second line,
Exactly.
this
They seem
season?
a little slow.
Yeah, you could be like,
Yeah.
The Alouettes usually come on in the second half of the season.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry too much about them.
Right.
Plus, I think they got.
I feel like you could talk your way out of it. You're not giving them an answer.
Well,
as long
Brendan
as you
just-
dance around the answer,
You could.
I feel like you're perfect.
Well, Brendan just crossed up 2 different sports, so I mean,
I thought the Alouettes were CFL.
yeah,
Weren't
the
we
Canadians
We're
are
talking
hockey.
See, I can't do this, guys. I'm going.
This is going great.
The sad
Oh, you
part
guys
is
haven't heard they're merging those teams. You need to catch up on your
that's
sports.
why we're number 1. We have
Yeah,
the inside scoop.
Exactly.
The sad part is we're not totally off on sports, but we still probably are the best sports podcast in Richmond.
Yeah.
Even though we're not even trying to be.
You know, I thought about something funny or odd about. Funny you mentioned the Canadians. That's like us having a team called the Americans. I mean, isn't that a little weird? Like, aren't they
It is
kind of like
kinda weird.
claiming the
Yeah.
country's pride in their
Yeah.
team name?
Yeah.
Like,
And they got a dozen other teams, and they're
Right.
like, no, screw you
yeah,
guys.
we're the Canadians.
We're the Canadians.
Yeah.
And that country's too damn polite to say anything about it. They're
That's
like,
right.
okay, I guess
They're
that's
the
fair.
Canadians.
Okay?
Yeah.
I guess
Good choice. I should have thought of that myself.
and it's kind of a half-ass way of a name, like the Texans, like the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
Like, okay. I guess the Patriots are close to that, maybe.
The Patriots are interesting because they have such a wide swath of
Well, it's just
geography.
New England. It's
Yeah.
like they just
Yeah.
took a region.
Anywhere you go up there, they're like,
Yeah.
We're like, we're the Southwest.
fucking Brady.
Yeah.
Those sons of bitches win too much, though. Like
Yeah.
across the board.
For sure.
New England
Every
sports.
Boston sports team does. And there's so many people around here who love them. I'm like, why? Why did you ever
I
get
have a
into
general
it?
disdain for all
Winners.
sports teams in the Northeast, really.
I'm with
it's
you.
weird.
Oh, that's odd.
It is odd.
Like up to New York, too? Like,
Oh,
is
definitely.
that-
Including them.
Yeah.
They're the main one.
Okay. It's just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Does
with
that-
you.
Does that go
How
to
many
Philly?
cocksuckers are like, the fucking Yankees, yo?
Yeah.
Like everyone on the goddamn planet.
Yep.
Yeah, and every like 4.5 years, they're right.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's funny, too, because I'm always like, oh, you didn't pick the Mets as your New York sports team, huh? I wonder why.
Yeah,
I wonder
right,
why.
Yeah. And most of them are douches.
Yeah.
So,
Same with the Giants and the Jets. Like,
Yeah.
you like the Giants, but not the Jets. Weird.
right. Like any Philly team,
Oh,
they
yeah.
can rot in hell.
Well, tell us how you feel.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that drop doesn't work. I was hitting buttons.
yep.
This thing's trash.
Just, yeah.
Move
thing.
on. It's bogus.
So, anywho,
Dude, that was fun at midnight.
that was cool.
That was
That was a
time.
good time, and no one got
And
their
you got a
head split.
6-pack of that beer yesterday.
I did, man. That stuff is good.
That was
That
tasty.
Christmas at midnight, I've
Somebody
completely.
gave it to you?
I just was at the store and they were selling it.
Oh, wow.
So apparently in Richmond, you just go to the grocery store. They have that
Oh,
stuff.
nice.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I was pretty excited to see it.
It was definitely better at the brewery.
Yeah, I have those crowlers we filled up that night, and I'm thinking those are going to be better than the bottled version. The bottled version was like a little lighter across
Yeah.
the board. Like
Watered down or something.
Something was up.
The sun got to it.
That's
the light.
what it is.
The light got to it. How was y'all's? Y'all had a thing yesterday, right?
Yeah, we did the old the Friendsgiving. We got it. We got this. Well, it's the plumber. If anyone
Yeah.
goes back to the old.
I'm still batting 1,000 with Friendsgivings.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
I've been invited to 0.
Point
of them.
zero? Not even a half of one.
Not even half.
Wow.
God, your invite list is like my donation list.
Yeah.
Short.
It's a good time. I was talking with Angela on the ride home. I feel like it's the highest concentration of children at any party that I go to throughout the year.
Oh yeah, you could start an orphanage there.
Yeah.
Because everybody brings their kids?
Yes. There's like
Is that good or
legitimately
bad?
20 to 20. I think it's great.
It's
More,
funny,
more kids than adults, probably?
this couple.
No.
This couple used to host like a Christmas party every year.
Uh-huh.
And then one year, some guy like fell down the stairs and put his head through the wall.
Oh, wow.
And it was just
Like a week before Christmas or something?
yeah,
Yeah.
like just
Christmas.
like the parties just got out of hand, and so then they just stopped it one year. They were like, "We're done," and then they waited 1 year, and then they were like, "Friendsgiving," and the kids are invited.
Except they waited like 8 years.
No, it couldn't have been
Yes.
that long.
Absolutely.
I know they waited a little bit, and then they were like, "The kids, you can bring the kids. We're going to change the
Yeah.
holiday."
But does that...
It's the same.
I was
drunken
going to
mess.
say,
Yeah.
the crew that I know that goes there, I can't expect any punches to get pulled with kids around.
No,
Oh,
it
no, no,
absolutely didn't. It was crazy. And there were times. There was one point where I was standing there and I looked out across the yard and there was a kid standing on top of like the play set that
Oh,
they had,
nice.
like just on the top, like doing a little dance. And I was like, that kid's going to fall. And this mom was like hammered, and she's like, oh, it's not mine. And she's looking, and I'm like, it might actually be. And then like, she looks around the tree. She's like, I didn't see that kid. She's like, get off that.
That's hilarious because they have a big open field, soccer goals. I mean, they're out there playing kickball, football, all day long. Legitimately, at 8 o'clock, Jacob comes over and is like, my head is killing me because he had been running nonstop.
Yeah.
Never stopped running.
So it's awesome when the weather's good.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. Sounds fun.
And they got fire pits, a couple that get going. And
yeah, it's a mess. Starts in the middle of the day and goes till the middle of the night. You know.
Wow.
Like tons of food, 2 turkeys.
There was tons of food. I didn't eat any of it.
You didn't eat any of that turkey?
Dude, I had like one piece of turkey. In fact, I had a piece of turkey that your kid had like fingered horribly.
Yeah.
He was like playing with it, and then he was like, I don't want this one. He put it down, and then I was just walking by, and I don't know why I grabbed that exact piece, and I was like, this is the one that he was as I was eating it, and they were like, it is. I was like, screw it.
Yeah, you're saving everybody else.
It's all good. I'm safe. That was the one. I think last year they had a big old party, and like 6 people got the flu at it.
Oh, really? Wow.
You remember that?
No.
Like, they had a party, and, like, everyone was passing around the champagne at the end of the night. I guess it was New Year's last year.
Oh, yeah.
And then, like, all these people came down with the flu because we had just passed flu
I got the
around.
flu January 1st, and I wasn't even at that party.
Yeah, I remember that. It was the exact same time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever get flu shots?
I did this year.
Really?
After last year. I was hit hard last year.
Yeah, you were laid out for like a week.
I was laid out for a week, man. It was awful.
I was too last year, actually. But no, I don't. I don't go out of my way to get it or to not get it. I just kind of one of those things where I will never go to the doctor to get a flu shot.
Yeah, we don't have
if
to.
in there, and they're like,
Want
oh,
a
by
flu
the way,
shot?
the shit's right here. I'm like, oh, whatever. You know what I mean?
Punch it in the arm.
Yeah.
Well, the cool thing is, like, for me, like, I just go to CVS.
Yeah, that's
like,
awesome.
They do it right there.
That's what I did. So my kids had gotten flu shots, and I told them, I was like, if you guys get the flu shot, don't cry. I'll go get one myself. Man, I went and got one on Thursday, and, you know, they say that sometimes you can feel, like, crappy from a flu shot. It messed me up.
But last year, though, was one of the years, well, essentially what I've heard is
what
that
didn't
they,
do
yeah,
well.
they have to
they
guess
were wrong.
the common strains that are going to be around that year, and they were wrong. And a lot of people got it.
I'm weird. I think I know something. I don't know why, but I'll be like, last year I kept telling my wife, it's not going to work this year. There's no point in getting it. And then sure enough, I was right.
Yeah.
And this year I'm like, it's going to work. They picked it. I don't even know anything about it.
Right.
But in my head, I'm like,
Can't even spell influenza.
yeah, but I'm like, this year they got the right one, so I'm going to go do it. And I did it, and
Is that what flu stands for?
No.
whatever they gave me knocked me out.
Oh, really?
Thursday night, like we went out to dinner, and then my stomach started hurting, and then I started getting all achy. I was like, what in the world? I came home.
I mean, they give you the flu.
What is the prescription? Is it Tamiflu or?
Yeah, that's like what you take.
That's
when you
what
have
you take
the flu,
when you have it,
to
but you
shorten
have
it.
Yeah, but they said that
you have to take it within like 48 hours of
nailed
getting it,
That's what I was going to say.
or it's worthless.
or it's worthless. So
Yeah,
like,
or it could even cause something worse to happen.
So when I went, I had waited a couple days, and they were like, "Yeah, you're too deep. You
Yeah.
got to ride it out." And I just basically had to fucking lounge around in pain. And
That hurts.
I had it last year. I remember it was miserable.
Whatever they gave me this year really got me sick Thursday night.
good feeling when you're sweating and freezing at the same
I know.
time.
That was it. I actually got
Yeah.
chills and everything on
Yeah.
Thursday. I was like, this is unbelievable. I woke up Friday. I was perfect.
Nice.
Like, nothing wrong. But it really, that night, I was like, this is getting bad. I was all achy. And that's the worst feeling when you just hurt everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't believe this happened. And I'm still on the arm they shot me. Like, it's still achy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully it works, though, because in my mind, I'm like, they gave me a super strong one. Like, these weren't dead flu viruses. Like, these were hanging on. So I had to fight it a little bit. So I'm of the belief now that I am pretty safe enough to eat fingered turkey from a child. I was like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Good.
It's all good. We'll find out.
We'll be monitoring you.
For sure.
Hopefully, this will go better than the last gamble you made.
Dude, you bringing that up? This stupid.
I'm not really trying to follow it because it
But the
started so
Bulls?
poorly. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But the other
bad?
the other morning, I guess it was yesterday morning. I got up and was laying in bed and turned on Sports Center, and they were like, "Bulls blow a 28-point lead in the second half," and I was like, "Oh my god!
I was-
Only this could only happen to Brendan.
For
like,
sure.
So,
what we should have done is as soon as he placed that bet, we should have doubled our money on the other side.
Oh my God!
Unfortunately, that would have been a brilliant bet.
Yeah.
I learned that.
I placed
of
that
gambling
bet
with him.
Oh, he used to do that. I'm not kidding. He would call me up.
What do you want, man?
He would just take
Let's
whatever.
make a bet. Any bet. You pick. I'll take the other side. I don't even care.
Man, I used to legitimately
would
used
do
to do
that.
that all the time.
I would sit there and look at all the games and run all the numbers and be like, gotcha, Chiefs are a lock. And he'd be like, perfect, hadn't even considered that game. Let's do it. How much you want to put on it? And then he would just clean up. It was unbelievable.
And then Brendan's like, they're going to show the Geico commercial in the middle of the WNBA Hall of Fame game. And
Certainly, let's do it.
Yeah, I don't
why
care.
not?
State Farm, here he comes.
Although you were right last week about the Cowboys game when you changed it, didn't you?
Yeah, but I kept it on my other thing. I was
okay,
right.
nice.
So, yeah, thank God. Yeah, it's been it's been rough for gambling, but yeah, Troy was spot on. I don't get to watch a lot of those Bulls games, and they've won 4 now. They're 4-12. I have to win 28.5 or I'm out.
Out of how many? So what's the percentage you're at right now? I mean, 4-12.
How many games do they play?
82 games.
So I'm screwed. I mean, at this rate,
No, you're right around your pace.
I need
No, he's
28.5.
4-12.
4-12 is a quarter, 20%, right? 25%. So that means out of 100 games, he'd win 25.
Yeah.
I'm just off the pace. It's not
Just
great.
off.
It's not great.
Yeah.
And that game was on the other night, and I knew it was on ESPN, and I'm watching it on my phone, like hanging out with the wife. And she's like, I want to watch a movie. And I'm like, I just want to watch this Bulls game. And then as that game was progressing, they're killing them. Like, I'm checking in on my phone. I'm like, holy crap. Like, we are mauling these guys to the point that I was like, babe, I'm watching the game. Like, you're not going to like how this goes. I'm putting the game on. As soon as I put it on, we gave up the 28 points. We lost by 25 points. The swing was unbelievable in the second half. And that's what I got to watch. Beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm losing this money.
That's why I don't watch a lot of sports, because that happens to me. Yesterday, I turned on the UVA game, and they were up, and immediately they got scored on. I was like, this is – every time I want to watch a game, my team starts losing. I'm like, I'll just follow along.
I'm just hoping the power of the mustache brings me some dubs. I need it. I need some wins.
You do, man.
This mustache, how are y'all feeling about your walking through life with this mustache?
I don't notice it at all.
I keep forgetting about it, and then I'll catch myself in the mirror and be like, who's
Yeah,
that
that's
creeper
when you
looking
do
at me?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I have been catching all kinds of looks from people, and I don't know, maybe I'm just self-conscious of it or what, but
That sounds like you.
yeah, it is. But thanks, Troy, jumping in there. But I have noticed, like, I do. I see myself in the mirror, and I'm like, oh, this is a creeper.
So you're
look.
shaving, right? Like every day or every other day?
Yeah, it's horrible. My face hurts.
Because I've only
bleeding.
shaved on the Wednesdays.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering
I
if
have to
that
take pictures
if that
or
helps
on
or
the
if that
Wednesdays.
hinders. Like,
When you shave, it sticks out like a sore
it really
thumb.
does.
No, like a beautiful mustache.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Right.
But I was in the grocery store the other day getting some food
In the
and
kids section?
of course. And I was wearing sweatpants.
Want some nuggets?
I was wearing sweatpants and a dirty T-shirt that had like toothpaste stain
Oh,
down the
nice.
front, which is the worst look because no one thinks it's toothpaste. No, they just assume
I feel like a chili stain's worse than a toothpaste stain.
if you have both
Or a
then
dip
you're-
stain?
Oh.
then you're doing it right. But yeah, this
You keep that skull, baby.
this girl was looking at me, and I just totally had just forgotten what I looked like, and I like looked at her and smiled, and she was like, had this like look on her face, like, why are you looking at
Takes
me?
off in the other direction.
And I was just like, you were staring at me. I was just being polite and smiling back.
Scampers away.
I get a lot of that where people
Security
look at
comes
you.
over. Sir.
We,
Get
had-
out of the salad bar.
we were at that
I'm
Friendsgiving.
scaring the patrons.
You've been here for 30 minutes. You haven't ordered anything.
Yeah. You're lurking around the deli. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, your loitering began at 1 minute in. Like, what are you talking about? So, we were at that party.
We don't
last-
serve your kind.
You don't? Oh, last night we were at that party, and this guy comes walking over. I've never met this guy, and he's got this faint little mustache. I think I was standing with you
Yeah,
when
I
he
was
came
there.
over, and he just comes over and he's like, "So, you guys growing those for the kids?" And we were like, "Yeah, what are you talking about?" And he's like, I had a feeling there's a really high concentration of mustaches in this party.
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, and I was like, are you? But that's kind of a ballsy thing to say because what if you do? And they're like, what are you?
You should have been like,
about?
no, dude, this is my
Well,
look.
no, because he saw the Wizards hat.
Oh,
Okay, that's probably what brought him over.
I think so.
I thought it was a bold move to comment.
Which, can we talk about how much the Wizard looks like a drug cartel man?
Yeah, one of our guys who's growing. If you go look under Stu on the Inside the Pallet House team, and you could see where this guy's going.
Oh my
Chavez.
Yes.
He's got quite the look, and his
Saying
wife
all
is.
night he looks like El Chapo's number 2.
Well, have you heard of?
And one of his henchmen.
Yeah.
You heard about people who do the No Nut November? Have you ever heard of this?
Unfortunately, yes.
It's like they take the month off. I don't know why. I don't know what they're raising
What's
money
the
for.
point? Is it? Oh, are they raising money?
I don't think so. I think
don't
they're
think
just
so.
they're just raising their anger level.
So this is like a legitimate thing, or not, or something that you just?
It's
made
just
up?
no. It's something that I hear people talking about on like other podcasts. It is like a thing, and I don't understand what the advantage is of that. That sounds horrible to me, but our boy Chavez with his mustache has inadvertently stepped into also No Nut November because I was talking to his wife last night, and she's like, "No, absolutely not.
Oh, wow.
I want no part of that." Like,
See, okay, can we discuss this really quick? I find that weird.
That's very weird.
Well, I just think that all the women that are like, I can't have sex with you because like I'm the same.
I'm the same dude.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't. Like, you're taking a snapshot of my face to have sex with me? We've been doing this for years now.
Yeah.
you haven't looked me in the eyes in
Right.
3 years. Why are you going to start now?
Yeah.
That's what that
You
light
either
switch
like-
is for.
Yeah, you either like getting thunder pumped or you don't. You know, what the hell does this have to do with any of it? It might take a little bit more when we,
Yeah.
you know.
If anything, this should be a little more interesting.
Right.
You know?
It's like
Yeah.
somebody new.
Yeah.
It's like
I don't get it
Get
either.
you a
It's
new
like
rash down there.
a new rash.
a new rash.
To go with the one you already have.
As opposed to the other one I gave you in college. Well, look, I'm back. I hooked you up.
Yeah.
It's funny, too, because
Those are
like,
critters. Critters are different than rashes.
They cause them. Long story.
well, the funny thing is if the coin was flipped, like, how would that go over? Be like,
If your wife grew a mustache.
Exactly what I said. I wouldn't care.
yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm
Well, I'm saying if you were like, oh, you look like whatever the thing is, like
Yeah.
you didn't shave your legs or you
Or
wore
how about bald November?
or you,
It wouldn't affect me, yeah.
Yeah.
Not
I'd be
at
like-
all.
I'd be like, ooh, Brittany.
Yeah.
or you didn't
You chose the worst.
you wore
Brittany.
something I didn't like. I'd be like,
Yeah.
I don't care about that.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. 70s Bush November.
yeah.
Awesome.
It's cool.
Yeah, great. Let's
Yeah.
run it till August.
For sure.
Don't care.
yeah. If it ain't pushing out the sides of the undies, you're half-passing it. I'm not giving you a dime.
You're obviously doing some trimming.
Yeah.
That's Bush League right there.
Pun intended.
Pun intended. I said good day.
I said good day, ma'am.
All growing down the thighs a little bit. Oh, God.
It wouldn't affect me.
No, me either.
No.
Unbelievable.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
Right.
And if you're the guy that it would, you're not a guy.
But it just illustrates the difference in men and women, I think.
Yes, totally.
Yeah, they're just
Yeah.
looking for an excuse. You
Yeah.
know?
yeah.
You know,
Right.
they're like, oh, perfect.
Oh, peach fuzz on your lip. I'm out.
I'm out.
Yeah. Well, he inadvertently walked into it, so he's participating in both challenges. M4K.
Yeah, I'm
and
pretty sure
No
he's
Nut.
found a workaround.
If I had to guess. Yeah. It's called the brown bag.
I don't think that's where he was going, but I like your visual better. I like that.
I'm a Browns fan.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not your husband.
I'm not your husband. What a saint.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Visitors are starting to show up. This is what happens when you do a podcast on a early Sunday morning.
Don't even know no old James.
So have you guys been getting your donations? Are they looking pretty good?
Oh, yeah.
I need to hit the streets again.
Our team's looking pretty good, too.
I got a nice little influx at the beginning. I actually got a donor that just showed up in the room. Pretty excited about that.
the team's goal of $5,000. We're up to $3,400.
Nice.
But I called out Chris because I was ahead of him, and I accuse him of cheating. It's a known fact. I mean, he's obviously using
kind of what he does.
Performance
enhancing mustache growing drugs, and I thought it would, shed a little light on it, but people don't seem to care. No. So he's back ahead of me, and so is Chavez. I'm in third.
So
on the
reminds
team.
me of Walter Solchek from The Big Lebowski when he was like, "Am I the only one that cares about the rules?"
Oh,
you're not in Vietnam, Walter.
So
I was thinking about that movie last night. It's so funny you brought that up. I was just thinking, I don't know why, it just popped in my head, and I was thinking he was so good in that movie
for sure.
And then I was thinking, like, because I'm watching The Conners, I'm like, I don't even equate those two as the same person
Not at all.
And he was so good in that movie.
Yeah, usually you knock a roll out like that.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Yeah,
you become
that's
typecast.
Right.
He did not. He can transcend. He can do whatever.
And I sure as shit don't fucking roll.
Shiver Shabbos.
That's right. That look he's giving Jesus when Jesus is doing his spiel, he's like,
and he's not even Jewish.
8-year-olds, dude. Yeah, exactly.
But he sticks to the rules.
For sure.
He sticks to the rules.
Yeah, he does every time.
He picks a side and stays on that side.
That's right.
Yeah, like
Got
that.
the ringer, dude. The whites. Anywho.
So are you guys doing all right in your donations?
I think I'm hovering around $300.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right at 3. I'm at 580.
I went off a little bit last week on the podcast. I was a little upset with the lack of donations, and I'm happy to report that I have now received some donations.
Yeah, you're up to 188.
Yeah, I'm in last
Nice.
place. I'm in last place on our team.
Yeah.
Not holding it up, but I do want to
be
give a shout out to
I was going to say, did you expect differently?
No.
No.
I did, and it's manifesting itself like a
I
Bulls
feel
game.
like it started with charity donations.
You're not in last
Isn't that
place.
what they are anyways?
You're second to last, by the way.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, yeah. We got Kansas City Joe with a goose egg, right?
No, he's up there with 110.
Oh, nice.
So I do want to give it to the people who did react to my shout out, hoping for more money.
To your hate.
Yep. I got Jay, thank you, my man. Lee jumped in on the air.
Yep.
We got Ben, thank you so much. Mike, Jimmy, thank you, buddy. Troy, Drew, sent a shout out. And then there's one here from me that actually was because last night at the party, someone handed me this. Alexis handed me $13 cash. I was like,
nice.
all right, so I donated it.
I did that last year, too. People that couldn't figure out the internet.
I was
going to
say
give you some cash.
I was going to say.
Yeah. Like, thanks. I found out that Keo can just take that cash and donate it for you so you don't have to go through that whole thing.
Oh, really?
But I was talking to him about it. He's like, why don't you just give me the money? And I'm like, if I don't put it right in.
Look
Yeah,
at your
it's gone.
mustache. I don't trust you.
Yeah. I wouldn't hand you my money.
That's right.
That's a good day.
Yeah.
Like, disgusting.
I'm
sure.
surprised to hear that it was Alexis because when you told me someone gave you money, I thought it was a grandparent or something because my dad is notorious for every time my kids are raising money or doing something, he only deals in cash, and the internet's out to get him, so he always has to send me a check or
The
something.
internet's out to get him.
Yep.
Yeah.
His phone's out to get him, too.
If you guys haven't
Don't
had a
say
chance
that
to
too
donate to the team, go over to InsideThePalletHouse.com and click on the giant mustache. It'll take you to our team, and you can see all the glory that is
That's
the
right.
mustaches. And donate some money, man. Certainly goes to a good cause, and it's mind-blowing that 100% of your in-kind dollars go direct to the
You
charities.
say that. You say 100%, and most people think you're lying, and you kind of are because it turns out, in talking to Ben last week, the way their budget worked out, they actually gave 102%.
They actually did. If you donated $1, like $1.02 went to the charity.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's
That's
insane.
crazy.
That's because they're running efficiently.
They really are.
Get it-
They got it figured out, and they got some big time donors who foot the bill for all the swag and that kind of stuff, which
There
is
is
awesome.
one thing that I will say, too, is that I don't know. We mentioned this last year, but I don't think we've talked about it yet this year, is that how M4K Richmond started was that one of the founders was in another city, and there was an M4K, let's say Charlotte,
Okay.
and they really loved it, and they brought it here. So if you are a listener in another city and you're interested in starting this thing, they have resources and tools to help you get started, but that's really how it spreads. So,
Yeah, and it
that's
started, if I remember correctly, per the story Ben was telling us last week, like it started like the guy went down there and saw it and then brought it back, and like the next year was like, him and 3 of his buddies standing around a Christmas tree.
That's right.
How much money did you raise? None.
Yeah.
How much money did you raise? None. Okay.
I would have fit in with that crew.
I'll throw in
sure.
$50 so we're not,
Total
and they
losers.
literally started off with nothing.
Just paying each other.
Yeah,
So
and
paying the
then
kids.
they went to like 500, and then they went to $2,000, and then they got a few more growers, and they got a few more people who actually like worked in the fundraising game, and they came on and really, stepped it up. But I mean, the growth has been exponential.
And you can tell it's run well. Like when you talk to those, they understand the ins and outs here. And it's been cool when you go to those check-ins and everything. Like the people from the charities are showing up.
Yeah.
Like, they're there. Like, no, we love you guys.
Yeah.
Like there's no other place that we can get $100,000 for the kids, like to our charity.
And it's real money. I mean, everyone is always surprised when we say we raised over $250,000 in the past couple of years,
Well, and I have raised a tremendous amount of Facebook likes, which go a really long way for saving the kids.
Me too.
You can feed them with likes.
For sure.
Yeah.
They love
Clothe
likes.
them.
You just
Boil
show them
those likes.
You show them the likes, and they're like, they get all warm and fuzzy inside.
Yeah,
they don't
for
need
sure.
blankets and food and health care.
Yeah.
They just live off likes.
So thank you for all the likes. Exactly.
Yeah.
You people are the worst.
Yeah.
At least share the damn thing,
Right.
so all your jerk off friends will see it.
Yeah,
Maybe one of them will be nice and
Yeah, maybe
donate
one
something.
of them is awesome.
Yeah, if all you can do is click buttons, just click the share button.
Yeah.
Right. It's
Like
just a
there's-
little bit lower over on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, just help us out here, people. We
You're
could
feeling
use some-
froggy, click both. I don't know. I don't know if you can handle all that.
Yeah.
Might get carpal tunnel. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe we'll put you on the donation list next year for your carpal tunnel problem.
Yeah.
Well, I've raised a lot of likes.
You have.
Pretty excited about how these are going to go over with the kids.
Do we get credit for the likes?
Oh, you must, right?
Yeah. I figure you should.
Just banking them somewhere.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? You go, like, stop children's cancer over here. Like, you show up with a giant check. 10,000 likes.
Yeah. They should make it kind of like the toilet bowl prize in fantasy football or something.
Yeah.
The like prize.
Most likes, least money.
Yeah,
like the
exactly.
best ratio. Like,
Yeah.
This guy got 47 likes for every $1 donated.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Your friends are the worst.
I think
You're a slacktivist.
Yeah.
Good job.
I think I told y'all
The
this.
Slacktivist Award. Yeah.
Yeah, the Slacktivist Award.
Right.
It's perfect.
I think I told y'all this once, but I'll bring it up again. At our semi-formal every year in college, our fraternity would do a sportsmanship award for the guy who had the
I know
ugliest date.
exactly what you're going to say, and I love this story. Carry on.
And usually the guy would be a new guy who didn't know.
Right.
So it'd be like, sportsmanship award, and everybody start clapping, and this dude would be happy as hell to be getting a
all right.
sportsmanship.
He has no
He
clue
has
why
no
he's getting
idea
the award.
His date is the worst.
That's heartbreaking. Man.
That's
I love
awful.
it. It is.
I can't
4
help
years
but laugh.
running.
Yeah. That's right.
Sportsmanship
Yeah.
Award.
He's got him hanging in his room. Yeah.
Oh,
Is that on his resume?
no one ever tried to win that, but I'm actually surprised that I'm thinking about it. I can't believe someone didn't try to win that award.
Yeah. Oh.
That's when it becomes
Like
cool.
dinner for schmucks.
I've got a candidate for that. We should try to do that someday because my neighbor, I'm inviting him
The old man?
Yes.
You've spoken of?
for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm winning. With his,
We should just have him over. He sounds.
Oh my
He
God.
sounds very
Yes,
interesting.
We should. Please. Can we do a man room for schmucks?
We'll have some of that
Hey,
today.
Robert.
We're inviting you over for MRFS.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's going to be fun. They'll show up with a mustache, not ironic.
Oh my God. He legitimately looks like a prospector. Like if you had to paint if you had
in their hills.
if you had to paint a prospector, you're painting my neighbor. 100%.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And his teeth are halfway worn down from like chewing on wood or something. Oh, I don't know what the fuck he's been
Whittling
chewing on.
arrows on
Yes.
his
You go He's a legitimate prospector for sure.
And there's no way he'll ever hear this episode, right? Because he doesn't. He doesn't have the internet, right?
Fuck no, the internet. He called me over to figure out how to work something at like a leaf blower. I was like, I'll find the instructions online. Can you get one of them carburetors too? I don't know how to get them carburetors online. Can you help me find one of them?
He's like Jay and Silent Bob. The internet? What the fuck is the internet?
Exactly, yes. That's exactly what he's like.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, that dang old internet, man, you just go on there and point and click, 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 click. It's real easy, man.
Dude, he's got a 75 F-150
Nice.
with a piece of plywood as a seat, and he's like, when I got it, I had him rip all them electronics out. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I'm like, there is no electronics. Well, this one's got way more electronics than my last one. Like, legitimate prospect.
There's legit no electronics in that 75 150. Like, it's all mechanical. There's levers behind all this stuff. What are you talking about, old man?
Yeah, you push a button, a lever flips on the other side of the dash.
God, dude. My man is the fucking wizard. The grand wizard.
You got to bring this guy over sometime.
I would love to. If we could figure out a reason. I don't know what.
Tell him there's gold in my hills.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll show up with the quickness.
Yeah, we just can't tell if it's brass or gold,
Yeah.
you know?
This fool's gold.
Be right there.
Have I told you about my buddy Brendan? He sells pickaxes.
Yeah.
So you might want to come over and
Right,
check him
exactly.
out.
Yeah, this is my dry goods
Forges
store.
them. Yeah,
Come on by, check it out.
right. But
Pick
hurry
up-
up because the wagon train's leaving.
Pick up a pair of dungarees.
Yeah. He is a trip, dude. And I spot him a mile away. Corncob hat, driving his 70s pickup on Hall Street. I see him, too. He's like,
Thing's probably loud as shit.
oh, yes.
Oh, I love it.
On its last leg. But it's tip-top to him.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome.
Well, none of those newfangled electrics. You know, that's a good.
Yeah.
It's hard to find that in a car these days.
You know he thinks he's beating the system, too, driving that old truck.
Oh, my God. I told you the first time I met him, he had carpet fibers in his beard.
How do you get
I don't know.
in your beard?
And I told you that he was like, I think I told you that he was, first time I met the guy, and he's got carpet fibers in his beard. He's talking to me like, he's fucking, I'm like, what is going on? Who is the wizard that lives next door?
You're waiting for, like, cameras to come out, like you're getting
Yes,
punked.
yes.
Ashton Kutcher's going to come screaming
And he's
at
all
you.
standing in the middle of the road. He's like, hey, a couple colors live on the road, too.
You're
I
like,
was
whoa, whoa,
Whoa.
whoa! You can't say that.
And I gave him this look, like, I look at Andrew, I'm like, did he just say, he said it again. He's like,
Double
about
down.
4 or 5 colored families. I'm like, oh, my God.
And was he? But not with any like
Zero
hey, like-
animosity.
Like,
it was
no,
just like,
these are-
this is the way I live
Yeah,
my life.
yeah.
I'm
Oh, God.
stuck in 1930-ish.
Yeah.
Stuck there. One time he wanted to find his, I told this story too, wanted to find the property line. And I'm like, cool, I got a laser tape. I don't trust them things. We had to find a 50-foot extension cord and hold it belly to belly, like a couple of tards.
That's how he wanted.
Yes, like he has no power tools. They're all manual.
I love conspiracy theories like that because it's like, what's in it for the fucking laser tape to be off by a foot? What
Right.
good is that?
Yeah. Well, not just that. It's only up to like a 1/16 of an inch. Is the most,
That's inaccurate.
Because this
Exactly.
electrical
Yeah.
cord's a lot more accurate.
That's right. Yeah. For sure. Oh, we laid it out and tape measured the electrical cord first.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
You're not
we're
stupid.
Not stupid. Yeah. Come on, man.
All of
Why
his
would you do that?
pencils are like those rectangular pencils that you just
Yes.
whittle the
Yeah,
tip.
Sure.
carpentry pencils.
Yeah. God, he's awesome.
You know why those are like that, Brendan?
So you can just whittle them with a knife, I assume.
No.
That's what I always thought.
So you lay him down.
So you lay them down, they don't roll off everything when you're working, like on a roof and stuff.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Look
They
at
are
this.
better for whittling, though. You're correct.
Everybody knows that.
I mean, that's how I always just assumed you sharpened them. You take the knife out, thwack.
I just love conspiracy theories like that. Like, what's
Yeah.
in it for the company who made that laser?
Stanley. No.
Yeah.
I know it. Big Stanley.
Right. Oh, my God.
By the way, this tape measure I'm holding up is made by the same laser company.
Exactly. Yeah. They've just upgraded.
The commies put chips in there. They're listening to everything you say.
God, he's a trip. He's got a shack in the woods.
Of
like
course he
behind
does.
his
What's
house.
his house
he's
look
got a
like?
Regular old house, but he's got him like a workshop shack.
But it's not like
that's
your
in
house.
the woods. No. But it's like
So it's an older house.
maybe same age, no, a little bit older, but smaller. And he's got, like I said, he's got his own little Unabomber shack in the backyard.
Yeah.
Hidden from the wife. You know what I mean? Down a trail. That's where he hangs
Does he
out.
have a lot of acreage, too?
He probably has 4 or 5, if I had to guess. Something like that.
Not enough to...
He's like, he called me the other day. He's like, hey, man, you got a trail cam? I'm like, a trail cam? He's like, I got a half-dead deer over here. You want to catch some coyotes picking it apart? Hang up a trail cam. I'll be back tonight.
What the hell? This is just
That's legitimately the conversation.
Yes, it's funny you bring that up. I was sitting around here with the wife and kids, and we were talking about, it would be fun, good use of our time,
Yeah.
finding coyotes.
Yeah,
That's like
exactly.
his YouTube, like
For sure.
trail cam footage. Like he sets it out, comes back a week later to see what's out there.
So it got hit or something, and the coyotes drug it into his property, but because the day came, they ran away. He's like, but they're going to be back come dusk.
Got to get this
You hang
trail
up that
cam.
trail cam, we can see how many coyotes come and tear it apart.
Then we can kill them.
No, he just wants to
He
see
just
them.
wants to watch through
Yeah.
I'm
grainy
pretty
ass
sure he wants to
footage.
kill them, too.
No.
You don't want coyotes around your
I don't
land.
think he wants to kill him. They don't want him to kill his cats, though. That dude's got 45 cats.
He's got a million.
And every time
So
you go see him,
far-
he makes a joke. He's like, you ain't killed none of these cats yet.
Because you killed a cat.
I did kill one.
So that's why he
That's
would
right.
bring it up.
Yeah, he don't trust you ever since you ran over that cat.
I don't know. He's like a homesteader, though. He's always like, oh, 2 of them died yesterday. Like, he just don't give a fuck.
Well, when you got
Like, he legitimately
45.
picked that one up and shoveled it into the woods.
Just flung it.
Probably,
The coyotes will get it.
Yeah.
One down, 10 more coming out tomorrow.
Oh, God. No, my man. I do wish you guys could meet him. Maybe just come by one time and we'll wander.
I'm down
over
for
there.
that.
Oh, you should have seen the shit he gave the dudes that were trying to bury my fiber cable.
Oh, man.
They on my property. You're like, oh, my God, dude. It's one of those guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's legitimately 200 yards from your house, and it's 6 feet of your property that you're never going to ever give a fuck about ever. You know what I mean?
You don't want that fiber down there in that ground.
Them, he calls it vows. They're burying that vows.
Vows.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. He's awesome.
He
Big
won't
Gar-
have to worry about having internet. We won't tap into that. Don't worry about it.
That's right.
Big government's out to get him.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Troy, I put a couple beers down there. It's afternoon.
Well, it is afternoon.
That's
We
what I
can
say.
start.
It's noon. Let's go ahead and got a little deli for you. You guys can figure out exactly why I chose this one. I like the label.
Oh,
Like pretty simple to me. The label was good. It's got a pinup girl on it.
blonde with
That's awesome.
how would you say she's ample?
She certainly
Gigantic
looks,
knockers.
Looks intelligent. I'll take it.
This
yeah.
looks like it could be up Ely's wheelhouse too.
It does. It's
Yeah,
kind of
this
like
is-
translucent.
This is a Dominion made this beer, and it's called Candy. It's a Belgian triple.
Candi.
Now,
Just
this
like
is-
how you like them. No one likes candies that spell their name with Y's.
No.
They're in college and everything.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Oh,
want the I's.
Look at the accountant.
Yeah.
Like, an I. Sorry.
Do you think people named Candy are like, fuck you, Mom?
Yeah, they
They
should
have
be.
to be, right?
I have to be in softcore porn and or stripping.
Yeah. It's written in the declaration.
Me and my sister Mercedes. We don't.
I almost spit my beer.
Oh, my God. Yeah, so this is – I thought Old Dominion was out
Have
of
you tasted it yet?
– I just took a sip, and I was
I have
confused.
not. You
I'm
keep
super
tasting it.
confused.
Yeah. It's
Because it says nothing about being a cider.
sorry. It made me laugh.
That's a weird.
But that's
Weird.
so I thought Old Dominion Brewery was in Virginia, but this says it's being brewed in Delaware.
It says Dominion, not Old Dominion.
Look on the bottom, man. Old Dominion. I was reading the
Oh
the
yeah,
full-
it does.
But I thought Old Dominion was out in Northern Virginia.
Well, I know a lot of businesses like to set up shop in Delaware.
Oh, maybe
it's
that's
legal
strictly
purposes.
tax free.
Yeah.
That would make sense. Yeah, don't be fooled by Candy's golden appearance. There you go.
Everyone's fooled.
This Belgian style triple may taste of sugar and spice, but are
Oh, snap. This is a 10%. Sorry, guys. This
What?
is like, damn. That's a potent beer. I didn't know. I just grabbed.
well a triple, right? That's,
Jeez.
tends to be high octane.
10%?
10%. That's a strong beer right there. That's like 2.5 Bud Lights.
I don't like this.
Well, don't bury the lead. All right, Troy, let's start with you.
I don't even know what I don't like about it. It is just it's got a
Doesn't it taste like a cider?
it tastes like a cider that's gone bad. Like it tastes sour to me. Like it's just got a real bad funky taste to it. I'm not a big It says it's got spices in it.
I feel like we should hand one of those to him so he can at least know what we're talking about while we're standing up here.
Come take a pull.
Yeah.
Knock yourself out.
Got people slowly showing up over here on a Sunday.
We're about to watch the foosball, Bobby Boucher.
All right, Troy, so what do you
I mean, a couple swigs in, I'm not into it. I give it a 1. It's
a 1?
Yeah,
God, that's lower than I thought.
I don't want to finish it. Personally. Yeah. Jimmy's not a fan either. He made a face.
So I'm drinking this, and I'm on the front end.
Doesn't taste like candy.
On that front end, I'm like, hey, that's all right. It's got Belgian style ale, like it tastes all right. And then immediately following that is like a really sweet and sour aftertaste, like it fermented too long or something.
Yes.
But that sweetness, it's not like a syrupy sweet. It's just like sweet.
Yeah.
And that sour is shit.
Yeah, when it first gets in your mouth, it's not bad, but like you said, the finish is god awful. I wonder if it's bad. Do you think it's bad?
No, I think that's actually supposed to be the flavor that they created. Look, 10% alcohol, the only way to get it to jack up that high.
Extra fermentation?
Yeah, extra sugar, all that to make the alcohol content rise. If you like Belgian triples, it's certainly in the ballpark. I would say go out and try it and then be disappointed. If you really want
it's
it.
really clear.
But as far as I'm concerned, that's a 2 at best. I would never buy that beer again.
Really?
Yeah. But this is in your wheelhouse. This is the style beer you like.
Yeah, I was going to say it's
every sip I have to exhale and like regather my breath.
Yeah, that sourness is gross.
Yeah.
It tastes like a cider to me.
That's that sweetness coming through.
I honestly don't think it's that bad. Because what's getting me is the 10% because it's way more drinkable than it should be for 10%.
I will give it that. There's no doubt about that.
So, but it tastes like a cider. I don't know. I'm not going to go be as low as you guys. I think it's probably. I'll give it a 3.5. I enjoy it.
Whoa. So it is a deli.
Dang.
A deli. This might be a first.
Yeah, we hated it. And the deli award came down.
With 2 strikes with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, like I said, it's
a full count grand slam right there.
It doesn't seem miserable to me.
I don't know.
I would disagree.
She is really hot on the label. And it's like.
Oh, you wanted to score on the beer.
Yes. Like, I'll give it that. I enjoy looking at this beer far more than I do drinking it. But that's like, she's like hot and then finding out.
She looked like she just got the shocker.
She does.
Doesn't she? She's like, ooh.
She's hot, but like, it's almost like.
Exactly.
It's like finding out that hot chick's
Surprise,
your cousin.
motherfucker. Yeah, no, it's
Troy, I noticed you said, I'm not even going to drink this, and you've had like 5 more drinks since that moment.
Well, after Ely gave it a 3.5, I'm like, what am I missing here? And, sometimes they change after you have 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 sips, but this is not getting any better.
Yeah, no, to me, like I said, I don't mind ciders too much. It tastes like a cider to me. It's going down easier than it should for how strong it is.
If I didn't know what it was and you told me it was a cider, I could see that.
Yeah.
Like, it definitely has a cidery tinge to it.
Right.
I'm liking it less and less
Yes.
as I sit here. I'm ready for a Coors Light.
Yes.
I think I'm about to move on to that. That's for sure.
That sounds good.
About to should.
I mean, everyone's about to start showing up here anyway, so it's going to be on. It's going to be mustaches and beers all day long.
Beautiful day for it.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long day.
Yep.
Long day. Dude, you guys, how often do you guys get into the gym?
I just canceled my gym membership.
Not enough.
Yeah. Not nearly enough.
But prior to this fat ass streak I'm on right now, I would
Which
try
you're
to go
nailing.
5 days.
You're killing it.
5 days a week.
Yeah, that's gyms are funny, man, because they have their own etiquette, their own like pulse when you're in there. Like, all guys walk around chest out, like kicking ass, because like as soon as you like hit the bench one time, it's
feel
like
great.
Oh, I'm swole.
Yeah.
Swole. And the mirrors are everywhere. So
They're
like,
already bigger.
yeah, and you're
Yeah.
just constantly walking around like I'll crush you.
Yeah.
And every guy in there is walking around like, I'll crush you.
Yeah, but then there's always the bigger guy that you're like, oh.
Always.
that
I don't
dude's
feel
no
like I
joke.
do that. That doesn't sound like me.
You don't, when you're in the gym, you don't walk a little differently than you would if you were just out in the mall?
No, not really.
I do.
When I go to the gym, and I've been going to the gym on and off for 20 years, but like I'm trying to get in and get out, like there's a lot of fucktards in there that don't know what they're doing. I'm trying to get around that. It's just
those are the
I'm
people
kind of on a
actually-
mission.
Yes, you're just getting in and getting out.
You can see the people that go there and know what they're doing, and then the guys who like are holed up in there, like, and they're the guys that are stacking weight on top of weight and bucking up, and
Well, they always have a there's gym etiquette.
Yes.
Like when you're hitting those weights and you like the guy comes over, if there's only one machine, he's like, mind if I work in? And you're of course. Like,
Have you seen all the videos of the gym fuckery? I mean, that shit is the best.
I never get tired of seeing
Ever.
people misuse gym equipment.
Because every gym has one of those people. And it is
More
the
than
best.
one.
Yes. Like using it wrong or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, way off.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Food showing up.
Chicken Fiesta just
Fiesta's
walked
here.
in. Anyone up in Northern Virginia, you have was it Guapos?
Yeah.
That's the same ownership basically as Chicken Fiesta here. So good. Peruvian
showed
chicken
up.
places. Yeah, just Yucca just walked in the
That's
door.
the best.
Little distracted now.
Yeah.
But gym etiquette's a funny thing. Like everyone's kind of peacocked up, but you gotta be like, nice to the people and help them out. And like I always find like if I'm gonna work in on your machine, then I will like go put your weight back.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Or at least help you.
I love like going over there too, and like, you're always putting the weight back up. Like,
Yeah.
and I put it back on 50 for you.
Exactly.
I had it down here on 100.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like, you don't want to work in on a machine where the guy's killing it and you got to take his weights off. You want to have to
Yeah.
go the other way.
For sure.
But gym etiquette's a funny
Because
thing.
if it is that way, you're like, oh, I'm just going to go use this other machine over here. I'm done
Yeah.
with these. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing tries today anyway.
Right. Just warming them up.
But I was talking to Joe Rogan, our Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
And he's at the gym, and he's runs into one of those fuckery guys. He says that there's this old man who wears the short shorts with his hairy legs.
Yeah.
And he does all
Gets
the
ass naked in the locker room.
always
afterwards,
walking
for sure.
around,
Shaving
junk out.
naked,
Yeah.
just like
Waving
did
at everybody. Got the old hair dryer that pulls off from the
that's
wall.
right.
Hair drying his taint.
You could do all of that with boxers on,
Yeah.
sir.
All day.
Yeah, you could, but I won't.
Right.
Well, he's got one of those guys, and we all know that guy.
Yes, we do.
And apparently, he went over there and was like, "Hey, man, you mind if I work in?" And the guy was doing like fuckery workout, like
Yeah.
he's doing
Yeah.
it all wrong. He's
Yeah.
flailing around.
Right.
Dragon ass, probably.
Joe Rogan's all swole, and he's like, "Hey, man, you mind if I work in?" And the guy goes, "I'll be done in a minute."
What?
Oh, wow.
And he's like, "Okay, well, can I work in?" He's like, "No, I'll be done in a minute."
Nice.
And
Great guy.
Joe Rogan's like, "So I'm going to work in." Like did it and then put it back, and the guy's like, "You're a dick." Like started like coming at him.
Yeah.
And so I guess this has grown into a thing now where whenever he's in the gym,
Same guy's
he's got
always
this
there.
old man with his short shorts, his
Evil
hairy
eye.
legs. Yeah, who's always walking around making comments
Yeah.
and being like, "You going to try to work in today?"
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
wow.
approaching him and I would not mess with that dude. That dude's like huge. And this old man, for whatever reason, just keeps wanting to push his buttons.
People like that are weird to me. Women,
the
a lot of
worst.
women are like that too.
Yeah.
Where they're like,
Their mouth
oh,
writing
I don't
checks."
give a fuck about
Yeah.
the fact that you're gigantic and you could legitimately pummel me and bury me in the desert. I'm just gonna run my fucking mouth as much as I want. Those
Why not?
people are weird to me.
Well, that's that's what this guy's up to. And he's been doing this for a couple weeks. And I guess it finally got to the point where he was like, "I got to say something."
Yeah.
Because now this guy's like approaching him while he's working out, making comments.
What?
Yeah, he's
I
like,
mean-
"Are you going to work in over here?" Like
I get
messing with
look,
him.
let me play devil's advocate. I get the old guy being upset, okay? But to burn calories going over to the dude
Right.
and continue to say something, no. If he comes back, say something. If you fucking run into each other physically, say something.
that's
but
a tough
but
position
to go
to
out
be in.
looking for it is fucking really stupid.
Yeah. So I guess Joe Rogan decided to go make a comment and said something to like one of the guys there and was like, "Hey man, like this guy's kind of becoming a pain in the ass. Like he's bugging me.
Yeah.
You know, he's like,
How old's this old guy?
This guy's probably 60 years old, from what I understand.
Because Joe Rogan's
He's like in his 50s, but he doesn't look it.
yeah.
And he he makes a comment, and I guess he comes back in for the next like 2 weeks, and the guy's still doing the exact same shit. Like,
really
will not stop. And I love this because Joe Rogan is such a meathead, special forces, like the man. And he was like, I don't know how to get them to say something to this guy. And he took a page out of my book.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, no.
He went there.
He listens to the podcast, and he knew
Yep.
there's only one way to elevate this.
Yeah.
So he went up to the front desk, and he started complaining to them. And he's like, hey, guys, this guy is still bugging the hell out of me. And they're like, yeah, I mean, we'll do something about it, I guess. And they're not reacting. So
Yeah.
he dropped I feel threatened.
Yeah, he did.
And he said, no joke. He said the magic words, and the dude stopped what he was doing, took down a note, and was like, we'll address it.
Yeah.
Because the magic words work to get, in this day and age, if someone says, I feel threatened,
hate that.
you I don't make the
He
rules.
kind of has to do it, though.
I'm not happy about it.
I hate it, but I agree
And
that
the
like
thing
you
is-
can't get physical, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
But he doesn't feel threatened. As he said,
No.
he goes, I don't care. I'll pummel the dude, like you were saying.
Yeah.
Like, I could destroy him. But they weren't taking it serious, so he took a playbook out of
I'm honestly surprised Rogan didn't take the bait and
Yeah.
call his bluff. Be like, you want to go? Like
let's
we can
do it,
go.
old man.
Like if you want to
Yeah.
go, we'll go.
I think it's more of like he could be on the edge of dementia, though. You don't want to push that dude too much.
That's true.
Rogan?
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah,
for sure.
I've noticed that about him.
Yeah,
That's why he's not on this week.
Yeah.
He's having a bad day.
Yeah.
right.
I just thought it was funny that a dude that size was like, I got it. I don't make the rules, but the system is screwed up now. And you say certain buzzwords, and they have to take you seriously. They can't,
Oh, yeah.
because if that goes by and they're like, oh God, he did say that, and then nothing, and something does happen, that's it.
Yeah.
In this day and age, so
That's true. Now that old dude will never be back at that gym. I'll probably
yeah,
kick his ass out.
because he said the
Yep.
magic word. Oh, what can you do?
Crazy.
Oh God, I don't know what's going on over here.
We'll talk about that next week. You writing that up now, or
Yeah, we'll talk about it next week. That's
There we
fine.
go. I see a new topic go up.
should we tease
Yeah.
it?
No, I don't have to.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
That's a great tease.
Yeah,
Well done.
Not giving you anything.
right.
Now, if you guys haven't had a chance to go and donate, we're hitting we're hitting our stride here. We're coming into the last 2 weeks. I can assure you, we look interesting.
Yes.
We're sacrificing the one thing we've got, which is our face for the kids. I think
I'm sacrificing my beard is the only thing that saves my face.
Right.
so. If you haven't had a chance, please do go over to InsideThePalletHouse.com and click on the mustache link. It'll take you over to our page. If you want to go straight to it, it's m4krichmond.org, where you can see all of the charities that we're donating to. You can see all of the different teams and all the different people that are out there.
Yep.
You can see the charities.
You can donate
I
to
think.
Ely. His name's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could, or you could donate to me, bringing up the
Nah.
bringing up the rear,
Right.
or you can donate to
KC
Chris's.
Joe.
Yeah, KC Joe. We
And
got
if
9
you're-
on the team.
And if you're into cheaters, I
Yeah.
think Chris is probably a good option to donate
Right.
to.
Leader in the clubhouse for cheaters.
'Cause that dude is taking all kinds of mustache enhancements. It's ridiculous.
I'm embarrassed for him.
I'm embarrassed for him. So, yeah, please do go out, support the cause, m4krichmond.org. Or, like I said, go over to Inside the Pallet House and click on the giant mustache. We certainly would like the support, and all the money, 100% of the money in kind goes direct to what do you got there?
Our outro music.
Oh, God, that's right. We don't have that. I forgot. Here, go ahead, plug it in. Get ready for that outro music. I forgot we had production issues today. If you haven't had a chance to review the show, please do head over to iTunes or wherever it is you get your podcast from. Give us the 5-star review. We certainly appreciate that. And if you haven't had a chance to send us any topics, you can always do so over at our email address, InsideThePalletHouse@gmail.com, or you can always head over to @ITPH Podcast on Twitter and Instagram, or the Facebook page. I know I've stepped up my game. I've been on there
buddy.
twice in a week. Look at me.
You're all over it.
I'm doing it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will be talking to you next week. I hope you and yours had a fantastic Thanksgiving. You didn't spend too much time in traffic, and hopefully this at least helped as you're going through the traffic. We will be talking to you guys next week. Happy Thanksgiving. Cheers.
Cheers.
Good podcast.
I feel threatened.
That was a pretty good podcast, don't you think?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to...